just wanna thank you for checking out my mountain build. Oh. What it do, dude? This is a great way of making it happen again today with some more Portal Lights. Hope you guys are having the best kind of day. I'm having a fantabulous, super fantastic, amazing day. It's the best day I've ever had in my whole life, and I'm super excited to show you guys what I've done. We have a lot, just so much. We have so much to cover today. There's so much to show you. And an exciting thing about today's things to show you, I should say, is that there are a few things in like 3 different places in this build that I've been working on slowly, and yeah, I think you guys are really gonna like it. So probably the most important thing, so we have a rogue camp here that we've been working on. Still haven't made a lot of progress in finishing this part of it up. We still need to kind of do this side. This is kind of barren and ugly right now, so we still need to wrap up that. We still need to kind of do something over here with this wall and like this big open spot here. It just looks a little naked, and I want to get some more exciting stuff going on out here too. It's a little boring right now. It's a little bit of Pride Rock going on, but nothing else really. So we got to get it looking cooler. But we'll get to that. The thing I need to show you guys is super crazy. You're not gonna believe this. So we have this thing. I've shown you this before. How I have this little area. This way it leads over to our dungeon that we have in the wall. That's our Game of Thrones thing. You guys know about that. The Game of Thrones dungeon. You guys know all about that. But over here, we never had a little path. It was all just a dead end. But now I've got something to show you. Now the lighting in this stuff that I want to show you is a little bit dark. So you guys will have to just bear with me here for this first part of the video, because it's pretty cool what I've done, but it has to do with a lot with lighting stuff is what I did. So we've got this regular old cave tunnel thing. I want to get rid of that. That looks better that way. And ooh, let's do it here too. And here. Okay, that's better. I like that much better. Okay, so we got this leading down here, and then we have it leads over to this. Now this will probably have another like branch off going that direction, I would imagine, or something like that, but check this out. This is my cave hub. Bam! Look at this. Guys, I don't know how to show you everything, so I kind of try and do a little pan around type thing. Ooh. Oh, but wait, even better. Let me get in first person here. Take a look up. Ooh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow. Let's get down on the ground and look at this stuff. Guys, check this out. This is my cave hub. This is where all, like, not every cave in the whole build. There's gonna be so many more caves that you won't be able to see. But this is like the man, it's so hard to describe. So like the mountain that the rogue camp is in, all the caves in and around that, this is gonna be like the hub for those. This is gonna be like a centralized location where you can like get from one cave to another. So I've already got this, I have like this pedestal type thing in the middle you can kind of see. And this kind of is like the middle part of the cave. And then the different cave entrances will connect down here so you can get to the different parts of the build. So if you kind of go off exploring and you're in a cave, it's probably gonna lead here, which will let you kind of get to another spot, like another spot in the build. So if you're like, oh, I'm lost, you just come in here, you can pick another direction and go explore a new part of the build. So I think it worked out pretty cool. I like it a lot. I did a lot of things. Okay, so where to start? So the lighting up here, these are the moonstones, and these actually do project light. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The reason I mention that is because say we take one of these, give me F1 really quick. I place one right there. It illuminates the area around it. These blocks don't do that. These are the glowing sandstone blocks. These do not illuminate the area around it, whereas this one does. So what I did is in the roof, I put those in there because the ceiling is like flat enough that if I place them in there, they won't illuminate everything around it. If I put one over here, it's gonna shine on the walls. But this is far enough away from any walls that it won't shine. So we get this really cool, like, I was almost going for like a stars in the sky kind of effect. And then I thought, oh, if I'm gonna do that there, I should have something along the edges too. Like, I couldn't do this though because it was gonna light the whole wall up, and I kind of like this effect where it's like those lights are almost coming out of nothing. Like it's like almost like the night sky totally pitch black, and then these lights kind of protruding from the darkness, and I love that look. I love it. So I wanted to do something like that along the walls. That's why I used that glowing sandstone, and I think that created a super awesome effect. I kind of tried to splatter them all over the walls. I didn't want to have it like in any like specific like design or like pattern or anything, so I just gotta throw them on the wall, and I think it turned out great. I used them, basically, here's what my thought process was, is anywhere where it was like pitch black, like totally dark, you cannot see the wall at all. I can't see the wall. I'm gonna assume that you guys can't see the wall. I would just assume you can't, if I can't. So totally pitch black, I wanted to place it there. So if we get down closer to the bottom, I have like these different lighting things going on down here. As soon as the light touches the wall, I didn't want those to be on there. I only wanted them where it was totally dark and you could not see the surroundings. Just to kind of give that, almost make it look like it's a void, like it goes on forever, but we have these lights on the edges. And I think it's created a really, really awesome effect. And I also decided if I'm gonna put them where it's pitch black, I also decided to do it in the middle where it was pitch black too. So like, you can't see that pillar that's holding up the platform. So I decided to go ahead and throw them on there too, just because it's pitch black and it gives it really nice effect. I did it underneath the walking like bridges too, the stone bridges. I did them on the underside. Now on the top of the bridges, I threw these things. Now these illuminate light as well, just like the moonstone does. These kind of do the same thing. So if I go and I place one of these here, it's gonna light everything up, just like it does toward the edge here, which I think this is fine because this kind of like highlights the cave entrances. So you can see, oh, here's a cave entrance here, here's a cave entrance here. But you see, I did where the light touches, I didn't put any of these things. So these are only where it's pitch black. And then these are just lit by these walking paths. But in the middle though, so like once we get out here and in the center of this thing, that light isn't strong enough to hit the wall, or the ceiling rather. So it like gives this really cool effect when you're walking. Like just if you watch me kind of walk along here, it kind of lights you as you go past it. And I think it creates a really, really cool effect. Oh, I love it so much. It's so neat. And in the middle, you kind of got this little circular pattern thing going on. I'm loving it. I love it so much. I think it's so cool. This is one of my favorite builds so far. I feel like I say that every time I do an update video, but I feel like we haven't run out of ideas yet. Every time I do something new, I feel like I keep improving and getting better and like getting really, really cool ideas. And I'm loving how this whole build's turning out. Really, really great stuff. Now down here, I did add a couple waterfalls along, as you guys can see. I don't know if I'm necessarily done with those. We might keep doing that. I might keep adding some waterfalls and stuff because I think they look pretty cool. And then down here, we added little pools for him, and I put some drains. Now, I did add some of these electrolytes. So the electrolytes, I thought these were cool. You know what? So I should address it this way. So what I kind of thought, the effect we get is like this void with the lights, kind of like stars, sort of. But what I thought, my logic for placing them, the reason I only did it in the dark is I thought maybe these things are like a type of fungus, maybe. Like there's some kind of magical fungus that only grows in the very like pitch dark, like the pitch black darkness. It only grows in the pitch black darkness. So anywhere light touched, I thought, okay, the fungus wouldn't grow there. So like down here, I have these electro blocks, which I imagine is like, you know, another type of magical fungus thing that glows on these crystal blocks, these stalagmites that have been growing here. They're kind of growing on those. And I have like different colored ones, obviously. Oh, this only has 2? We only have 2 on this. Wait, no. There's 3. Yeah, there's 3. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was only 2. I tried to position these so that they didn't shine onto the thing in the middle because I wanted to keep those sandstone blocks on there. So I tried to position the lights so they didn't shine in the middle. But yeah, I think these are pretty cool too. They're like stalactites with these glowy things on them. I think it creates a really cool effect. We got some light shining on the walls. So you know it's a cave, but you kind of get that crazy effect as you go higher. I did the same thing in the ponds. So in these little pools, I did add the electro blocks in there too. The asteroid block and the electro block. I think it creates a very, very, very cool effect with the lighting. I'm loving everything about this build so far. Obviously, we're gonna add more cave entrances and stuff like that. We'll probably get this this lower part kind of dressed up and make it look better as time goes on. And this is another part of the build where I don't want this cave to be super, super lit. So when you come here, you're probably gonna want to bring a torch if you're gonna be coming through the cave hub because you're not gonna be able to see very well. I mean, you'll see well enough. You don't need a torch, but if you're like, I don't know, if you don't like the super darkness, something to keep in mind because I don't plan on lighting this up so it's super well lit. These the what do you call these? The waterfalls, like where these are coming out of. These are pretty basic. There's nothing fancy about them, but you can't really see them anyway, so I wasn't too worried about making them look really, really good. I just kind of created a little thing to get water to fall out of them because ideally you won't be able to see them anyway. You're not going to be able to get up there. There's no reason to be up here. Yeah, super cool. Super, super cool. I'm really happy with all this. I hope you guys like it. I like it a lot. Now, this connects, the way this connects, we just came out of here. This leads to the rogue camp, of course. And from the rogue camp, either this leads kind of over. This is the other entrance we have. Now this connects finally to this place, which is, if you guys don't know already, this cave system kind of leads over to this area. This is like one of our first big like cave entrance areas. And this is where this thing is. Like, this is like the entrance to the rogue camp up here. Kind of leads over there. This is kind of, we can look down on it. It's got like all the mushrooms and stuff. There's gonna be another entrance here. There'll be like if you fall down here, there'll be a way to get back up. That'll lead up to this. Yeah, so a lot going on in here. We still have a lot to do. It's not done yet. It's still a work in progress, but it's really coming along. Now we've got like this completed cave system, and it's looking really, really cool. Now, today, to show you the next part, I have to like get out, which is not as easy as it sounds. I think down here is the fastest way out. It's funny, guys. We're making this giant build. This mountain build is finally getting to the point where it's so large that I kind of sometimes get lost when I'm trying to make my way out. We've had a really bad flooding problem. Water is really hard to work with in this game. Water is not easy to work with because I think it has to do with how it loads in. You guys see how this water's all overflowing really bad? We've got a really bad leak problem going on. The reason this is happening, I think, is because when I'm in the game, the water is like flowing and like it's like going all over the place. And then when I leave the game, I think it saves how much water is like there, and then when we load back in, it loads the water that's there already, and it continues to produce water, and it just kind of like it just like overdoes it. Like there's just too much water, and it has to like drain out. So if I hang out here, if I just chill here, if I have my character and I just wait here for like 5 minutes, the water level will start to lower down. Like for example, look right here. If we try to go through this bridge, oh sorry, ooh, there we go. This bridge will start to flood. You can see it's kind of flooding. But if we hang out here for a few minutes, even if we do it right now, I bet. Yeah, you can see. Look at the water level. Slowly, it's going down. But if I leave here and I come back, it'll start flooding again. So the water in this game is super, super weird. It's really weird the way it works. It's hard to kind of like rein it in and get it like working correctly. It's going to take some work. So I'm going to keep pressing on and like building the mountain build. But as we go on, I'm going to have to come back and kind of mess with the water and how we got it to work because it's not doing what it's supposed to. Yeah, look, it's already fixing itself. It's going down. The flooding is pretty much done here. It's not going to flood anymore. The bridge isn't flooded anymore. But that water level is, every time I load in, it's going to do that. I just don't know. I don't know. The water's really finicky. It's not super easy to work with, but it gives such an awesome effect that I don't want to, like, I don't know. I don't want to take it away. Like, I'm not going to get rid of it. Like, it's super important for the build. I feel like it's very necessary. We have to have it in here. I don't know. We'll have to mess around with it. It's a thing. It's a work in progress. But we'll continue to tweak that. The next thing I have to show you guys. So, we've spent a lot of time recently looking at this, call it a dungeon, temple, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, look, leaking over here too. I've spent so much time trying to get this not to do this. But it's just impossible. It's just impossible to rain this water in. I don't know what the problem is. Huh. Yeah, there's a little glitch too. You guys can see that visual glitch where you can see the water level even though it's through a block. That's kind of annoying too, but whatever. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just pointing out the issues the challenges I'm dealing with. So the temple, this is actually pretty much done. We've done the temple. It's good to go. Everything's finished, more or less. Ugh, you driving me crazy, you water? Why you gotta be like that? Ugh. All right, so temple is looking pretty good. Look, flooding. So much flooding. So much flooding. This shouldn't be like this. There's only 4. If we stay here long enough, the water levels start to go down. I don't know what the issue is, but this is pretty much done. I've done some refinement to it. It does look better now. It looks a little bit more fleshed out. We've got some cool, like, water, what do you call these pillar things going on? And they're pretty neat. The maze is finished. The maze is completely done. It's ready to be used. Like, you could complete this whole challenge and do the whole entire build. Like, it totally works now. There are a few more small things I want to add to it here and there, but they don't have to do with the actual build itself. Like, it's pretty much done. I want to connect it to a cave over here, I think, or something like that. But for the most part, it is ready to go. We just need to put a roof on it, but I'm not going to do the roof until we finish the mountain and we're kind of going to this top part because I'm not sure how I wanted to do the roof just yet. So once we get up here and do whatever we're going to do up here, we'll handle that as we need to. Other than that, I think we're good to go with the pretty much everything's done with this. Like, everything else is pretty much ready to go. I did refine this down here, so this is your little clue thing for how to solve the maze. If you guys are exploring it, that's where you can see a little hint. about how to handle it. Now, that's not going to be, it's not as straightforward as it seems. Like, that tells you the good entrances. It's pretty straightforward how the hint works. Like, you're like, oh, okay, you go through the green ones. And then you go up here and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which ones you go through. I mean, it's a small hint and it's pretty straightforward. It's not very cryptic, but it's not going to be a perfect answer. Like, you're still going to have to, like, you could easily get lost if you take the right ones because it's a maze and there's, like, lots of different things to do. Lots of different paths to take. Now, the last thing we're going to show you guys is this. Take a look, guys. This is the beginnings of our city. So this is the corner where the first, like, and the only, I would say, really the only big city is going to be. This is like where the masses are. This is where the main population is going to be located in this mountain. This is where, like, it's like there's like, as we kind of decided it's kind of a mining city. Like, they do a lot of mining in that mountain over there. There's probably going to be some mining going on inside this mountain too, obviously. And that's why there's population here, is because there is gold to be made, because it's a mining city, mining island. So this is the beginning of the city. I had the hardest time starting this city. I just didn't know where to begin. And what we decided to do is do like call it a town center, if you will. Some centralized building or location that the city's kind of built around. So that's kind of what we started with. And that's what we have right here. The entrance, obviously, you're going to come through here. There's a little drawbridge. We're going to make this look better, obviously. This is just a very rough start is what we did here. Still a lot to be done with that. But eventually it'll lead, there'll be a bunch of roads and buildings and stuff. And this is our town center that we've gotten started on. You guys are really going to like this, I think. So this is the main entrance, and the way this is going to work, let me just kind of show you. So your main entrance is right here. We've got a little clock tower on top of it too. I think that turned out super cool. I think it looks pretty neat. It's a pretty neat little clock tower. You want to know what time it is? That's what time it is. I don't know what that is, but that's the time. If you're wondering, I think it says noon because it's always noon around here. It never changes. But if we open up this door, this is our main entrance. We got some gold accents on the sides. We got like the dark brick, the dark roof tile, and then some red roof. Now, check out these things. This is a pretty proud invention of mine that I used in the evil lair of the Mage 246, which you guys really haven't seen too much of yet. So I guess I can show you really quick. This is actually made out of the braziers. So all I did is I took braziers, these braziers right here. We put it on like that, and then you just take any block and you place it around it. And that's what you're seeing up there. So that's just a brazier. That's the bottom of a brazier. And the nice thing is that braziers will just, they'll light all around the block. So it kind of gives this like ceiling light effect, almost like it has electricity sort of. You can kind of see the flames in between if you look closely. But if you're not paying attention, you can totally just get like this ceiling light effect. And I think it's really, really cool. It's very bright. It lights up the whole room. There's no issue with like shadows or parts of it being dark. The roof can get a little bit dark. That's one annoying thing. So like those red roof tile blocks are a little bit dark. So that's kind of one annoyance of them, but I think it's fine. I think it gives a really cool effect. I like it a lot. I'm not complaining. So we got this entrance and it leads this way. Now the way this is gonna work is we have 1, 2, 3 entrances right here. These are each going to branch off into their own thing. We're going to have a tavern, we're going to have a blacksmith, and we're going to have a sheriff's office. So probably the tavern over here, the blacksmith will be over here, and then the sheriff's office is over here. We've already made the sheriff's office, and I'll show you guys what we did. It's pretty cool. So this is the sheriff's office. We got old man Carl. He's our sheriff. He's 2 weeks out from retirement. So by the time that Mount White is finished being built, he probably won't be actually the sheriff anymore. I assume he'll be retired and enjoying his retirement in peace and comfort. But we've got a lot of things going on here. He's got a nice little desk he works from. We've got like some books, some bags of like stolen goods that he's reprimanded. I think reprimand is the word I was looking for. It sounds right to me. Maybe he does a little drinking on the job. Yeah, being a sheriff's not easy. It's kind of an old west sort of thing. Having a little drink on the job isn't too so frowned on around here. And then he's got a little like filing cabinet thing back there too. So it's just a pretty simple little thing we got going on. We've got a little jail cell over here too. Arietta's in there. Arietta, why you gotta be breaking the law? You need to be more careful. We got a little toilet in there for her if she needs to use it or whatever. And then we got a couple seats there. So a pretty basic little jail cell. Hey, it looks pretty cool. I think it turned out really well. The plan is that we don't want to copy exactly what we have going on for the roof and like the building and stuff. We want it to look like it's tied, but like it was added on later. So it's very similar, but it's not exactly the same. So I think we've done a pretty good job with that so far, and we're gonna have to kind of try at least to do the same thing as we move on to the blacksmith and the tavern. Now, one other thing to show you guys, and this is probably the most exciting thing today I want to show you, is we added a bank. So downstairs, just by the sheriff's office, down these stairs is our bank. So check this out. Kind of leads down. You can see we've got like little railing things on the side. I think those turned out pretty cool. They look pretty neat. And we got our little bank. So here's the bank. This is like the lobby area. We've got a little carpet leading to the teller. We've got a little place where you fill out your deposit slips or your withdrawal slips or whatever you're doing, with some paintings and stuff. There's a little waiting area if you gotta wait for a while. You can have a seat, hang out, wait your turn. Wish it wasn't taking so long to get service at the bank. Super annoying. Got some books, so if you need to read up on accounting or finance or whatever it is, you got the ability to do that there. We have some more ceiling lights, of course, and then we have the teller. Oh God! Oh no! Emergency! Oh, get the sheriff down here, Sheriff Carl. Come help! There's a robbery going on. Look at this. This guy's got a gun. He's robbing the bank. Just close down. Run and hide. Yeah, we created a little robber scene just because it seemed like fun. So yeah, we got the teller back there, and then this guy's robbing him. Oh no! Oh no! I thought it was a cool effect, but yeah, outside of that, you guys can see we got like the bars and stuff. It looks pretty neat, the teller area, and then we got a door that leads back into the actual bank part of the bank. So if we come back here, we got more ceiling lights, looking pretty good. There's a little office and stuff over here, and then this way it leads to the teller's area where he's like, you know, taking orders and getting money. He's got like money and like a safe and stuff back here. He's got a little book for any notes he needs to take or whatever. A little desk, some more filing cabinets and stuff. Yeah, just lots of stuff for him to do his job. And then in the office, we got a little window to the office. There's no door here because I toyed around with this. I was going to put a door in here, but it's really annoying because the doors, they open one way or the other. They don't open both ways, which I guess isn't really important to the point I'm trying to make right now, but I'll show you what my issue is I wanted to put a door here, but if I put it this way, it opens into the hallway. You can't, if there's somebody's walking, you don't want to open it into them. Or you could go ahead and place it this way, but if you place it this way, he can't see who comes in. He doesn't see the person coming in. So I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I wish it would open that way. Like, that way. But it's not gonna. But, so we just want to have a door to the office. That's fine. I think it looks fine open like that. But, yeah, we got Carl the Collector here. Is it Carl the Collector? I don't remember your name. It won't tell you in creative mode. But we got this guy. Carl the Collector, I'm pretty sure is what it is. And, he's kind of doing like the hard, you know, accounting and stuff in the bank. Like that's just our teller over there. We got the actual, you know, banker back here doing all the real work. He's got a nice little office. He's got a little desk too, and that's his little he's got a little portal figurine, like how people have their the cruise ships on their desk, and they sit there and they imagine, you know, being on a cruise and not being at work. He likes to imagine taking a portal somewhere nice and having a nice little vacation. That's why he's got his portal back there. I think it's nice. It's a nice little touch. He's got the window there of his home. Yeah, he's just like daydreams sometimes and wishes he wasn't at work. Hey, we can all relate, buddy. We can all relate. We all get it. But he's got his book and his package, some coins to be taken into the safe, which we have over here. More ceiling lights, by the way. They work perfectly. Oh, they're so perfect. The safe, guys, we have a big stone door to the safe, and then we have a secondary door. Compliments of Nikki Ma. By the way, regular shout out to Nikki Ma, Sapphire Daisies, oh man, Lone Remnant, everybody that comes and hangs out on Twitch and helps me build. They actually help a lot with the build and make sure it looks the best it can look. So we got a second set of doors, compliments to Nikki Ma. I'm pretty sure Nikki Ma is the one that told me to do this. So we got a second set of doors, and then we have the safe itself, which we got like gold bars. We got gold, piles of gold and money and stuff hanging out over here. We got all these chests full of stuff. We got packages of important things. We got these priceless urns, more gold, and lots of ceiling lights. So super, super cool little safe. I love it so much. Oh, it's so cool. What an awesome little thing we made. It's so great. It makes me so happy every time I look at it. So a lot of detail in this little tiny build we have going on. I think it's turned out super, super awesome. I'm really, really happy with everything we've done so far. And the plan is to put as much time and like effort and detail as we need to into the whole city like this to make sure it all looks as good as it can. So going on to the tavern, going on to the blacksmith, going on to any other shops we're going to add, any other buildings, everything we do, we want to put as much detail as we have. And it's been a blast. It's been really fun building this stuff on stream. So if you guys want to see or help or even have like, you know, have a hand in deciding what happens in this build and this whole build, everything we do, I build most of it on stream on Twitch. So if you guys check out in the description, there's a link to my Twitch. Go down there and yeah, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. I usually stream most days. I would say most days of the week. I stream around 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Midwest America. We stream like 8:30 p.m. to about 10:30 p.m. usually, almost every day. So you guys come hang out and check out what we're doing. If you want to help build the mountain, the whole mountain, if you want to be a part of this, I would love to have you. It's a really, really fun time. Everybody's really nice in the stream. Everybody's super, super supportive, and nobody's like, you know, nobody ever bashes on ideas. Any idea is happily heard and considered. So I would love to have you guys, but that's pretty much everything I had to show you. I hope you liked it. Make sure if you guys like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel so you get the regular updates so you see what we're doing. If you guys, yeah, subscribe. Make sure you like the video if you did like it, so I know that you guys want to keep seeing this stuff. And other than that, though, yeah, thanks for being a part of everything. And yeah, you guys have been a pleasure as always, and I hope you guys just have the best kind of day. All right, see you later, dudes. Thank you.